Viewers, the hit and run menace has devastated another family. This time in Navi Mumbai on the 7th of November at around 3:15 in the morning. A 40-year-old was returning home with his wife and 4-year-old daughter. They were getting back home after celebrating a private family event. Just then, a speeding SUV crashed into the rear end of their vehicle, resulting in the death of the 40-year-old victim. The victim has been identified as Manish Pednekar. His 4-year-old daughter and young wife sustained severe injuries in this accident and are battling for their lives. Following the hit-and-run horror, the accused, a 26-year-old named Omkar Vijay More, fled from the spot, but he was apprehended by the police about 3 hours later. The 26-year-old driver was under the influence of alcohol. Some reports suggest he was partying with his friends until late into the night, and after getting very drunk at this party, he decided to drive. Here's a report filed by Shushti from the accident site.
Well, no lessons learned from Pune Porsche case and Worli hit and run case. Another drink and drive case has been reported from Navi Mumbai. You can see in the visuals the condition of this particular car. A 40-year-old man has died. His 4-year-old daughter is critically injured and is battling for her life in hospital. The mother of this girl is also in hospital. She has also suffered a lot of injuries. You can see in the visuals the condition of this car. A Mahindra SUV Thar has hit this particular quid car from behind, and you can see the impact of the collision was such high that the entire family has suffered a lot of injuries, and a 40-year-old man who is a father of a 4-year-old girl has died. And you can see this condition is very bad of this particular car. The impact can be experienced by the visuals which my video journalist is trying to show. However, the person who was present in the Mahindra Thar car went absconding after the accident.
After those horrific visuals, viewers, now Times Now has accessed more details about the accused. As per sources, on the 6th of November between 10:30 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. the accused, that is Omkar Vijay More, and his friends consumed alcohol at a bar in Panvel. Later, he left the bar with one of his friends and moved towards Navi Mumbai. In between, they took multiple stops. Sources say the accused then dropped his friend home and consumed even more alcohol. Now, when the police found the car involved in the accident, they found beer cans inside that vehicle. The speed limit at the Palm Beach Road is 60 kilometers per hour, but the accused was over speeding. The accused fled the spot after ramming his car into the victim's car and went home walking. He left his car at the spot. Now, based on the number plate, the police managed to find his residential address. He was arrested and has been remanded to custody till Monday and will be produced in court. Now, sources say the victim's relatives are now raising funds for the 4-year-old child's treatment via an online fundraising portal. So, those are effectively the logistics of this unspeakable tragedy that has occurred, which has killed one man on the spot and devastated his family. His 4-year-old daughter is struggling for her life. She's fighting for her life, and so is his wife. And there is a petition for supporting this family, particularly through their medical expenses. Shushti has been covering this live for us. She is at the accident spot, and she has been to the accident spot rather. And Shushti, I've been to Palm Beach Road quite a lot, and cars move very fast there. And also there is this addiction that it appears that people in Mumbai have, whereas they like to drive drunk. Is there any manner of targeting this? Is there any way to deter this taking place? Because it happens all too much. Tell us what you've been seeing on the ground.
Well, of course, it was very horrific accident which has happened in Navi Mumbai. As you rightly mentioned, Palm Beach Road is a road in Navi Mumbai which is very smooth. People like to drive on that particular road, but often they drive in a drunk state, and most of the time what they do is that they overspeed. Now, this incident has occurred in the same manner. This particular person who was driving the Thar car, he was first partying in a hotel, bar, restaurant in Panvel around 10:30, 11:30 in on 6th of November around that particular time. Later, he moved out of that particular restaurant and bar and restaurant and left from that place with one of his friends. Later, they have taken multiple stops. They also consumed alcohol on their way, and then he dropped his friend at his residence. After that, he again consumed alcohol, and when he was under the influence of alcohol, he was also driving. He was going towards his home. He has hit a quid car. Now, in that particular quid car, a 40-year-old man, his 4-year-old daughter, and his wife was present. These people were not doing overspeeding. They were following the traffic rules, as there is a speed limit that is 60 kilometers per hour on the Palm Beach Road, and their car was effectively slow. But this particular Thar SUV was overspeeding, and it has hit the rear side of the quid car, and the accident was such massive that the 40-year-old man died on the spot. A 4-year-old girl is critically injured and is battling for her life in hospital. His wife is also in hospital. She has also suffered several injuries. However, what one can understand is that people have not learned lessons from Pune Porsche case as well as Worli hit and run case. We have reported multiple times such horrific incidences. Now, if we talk about the police investigation, this particular accused left from that particular accident spot. He went to his home walking. He left his Thar car over there, and then several people gathered at that particular spot, tried to help the victim's family. They took them to the hospital. Police visited that particular spot, and then they tried to get the address of that accused from the number plate of that particular Thar car. They have arrested him. They have taken him for medical examination. In medical examination, it was clarified that he was under the influence of alcohol. Later, he was produced in court. Now, culpable homicide not amounting to murder, that section has been invoked against him. Several other sections of Motor Vehicles Act, which includes the negligent and rash driving, and other sections has also been charged against him. Now, police custody is till tomorrow, Monday. Again, police will be asking for more custody of this particular accused in the court tomorrow, and they will be investigating the matter. But importantly, what one can understand is that people have not learned the lessons from Worli hit and run case and Pune Porsche case. Secondly, this family was a middle class family. Now, the family has lost everything. They are not aware of the fact that such massive thing has happened to them. The man was driving that particular car. They just had celebrated an event, a family event, and they were going back to their home. But it has absolutely turned fatal for them. Now, the 4-year-old girl is critically injured and battling for her life. Now, the relatives of the family are trying to get funds for her surgeries as the bill is increasing of the hospital. They have also appealed through online fundraising platforms so that the funds can be arranged. It is absolutely devastating and horrific incident which has yet again come to.
You know, Shrishti, one person who should definitely be contributing to that fund for the recovery and for the treatment is the accused who was driving the car, who collided with them, killed the father of the family, and very seriously injured the 4-year-old daughter and the mother. And that is a person who should most definitely be made to pay for what he has caused. Of course, no amount of money can bring back the dead or placate one who has lost their loved ones. But at the very least, this family shouldn't have to plead and beg and petition to make the funds and gather the required funds so that they can save their toddler child. Now, we have an activist response to this. There are a lot of voices, viewers. We are also sharing our number at the bottom of your screens on our grid. You can call us and share your thoughts on this. Let's listen in to what the activists make of this.
There is no recourse if all institutions and establishments do not take responsibility for it. We may have stringent laws, but the mechanisms are not stringent enough. They get bail easily and then they go absconding and the case is never closed. This is a death that has happened. That must be considered as a serious, heinous offense. Courts also must look at these cases seriously and not give bail and say, oh, it was drunk driving. If you do not take this seriously, there will be more and more people who will be carelessly killed and murdered